No, but the top of this, look at that. So what we're going to do here, this is a Nissan, and a lot of steering wheels have this problem, especially some of the older vehicles. This part at the top, the wire that goes through here, the big old metal wire, this foam comes loose, and you can move it around. But the bottom of it here is nice and sturdy. So we're going to fix it tonight. I'm going to show you how I typically fix these. We will need a utility knife, something kind of sharp, and some good old-fashioned Gorilla Glue here. This is pretty good stuff. Got some gloves, a couple of cloths, and some masking tape here. So what we're going to do first now, on the top of the steering wheel, there's a little place on the top here where they actually seal it together. There's a little ring. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it there, but it's right there. We're going to take our knife here and start down here, and we're going to cut all the way around to right about here where it's kind of bad. Now, I know some of you are cringing right now, and this is not for you. So, you know, I have two choices: either to fix this like this or spend $60 and go out and get another steering wheel, which doesn't make a lot of sense because I can fix this one here for about $8. So if you're cringing right now, I'll give you a chance to go down to the bottom, hit stop, and go on to another video. So let me give you a second there. Okay, now for you folks that are still sticking around, let's go ahead and do this. Now this knife's fairly sharp, not terribly, you know, sharp, but it'll work pretty well. I'm gonna actually start right about here because this is where it gets kind of loose. Start right about here. Kind of cut this all the way around. I don't know if I can do this with one hand with the camera or not. We'll do my best here. May take a few minutes. And it's actually going fairly easy. Shocked. Now there's no foam behind here that I know of. This is the only foam piece they put on here. I think we'll stop right about there. Alright. What? Alright, so there it is. Let's go ahead and pull this back a little bit. We've got, I'll show you the metal ring. And there it is. There's the metal ring. Oh, gosh, it's harder than I thought. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's all it is. Big old metal ring in there. Looks like it's just kind of rusty, but it's not going to hurt anything. So what we got to do now is go ahead and pull this down. We'll clean this up a little bit, maybe scuff it up, and look on the inside of here. It looks fairly clean. I don't think we have too much to do in there. Maybe just wipe it down a little bit with some alcohol, clean it up. Then we'll go ahead and start putting our glue in here all the way around, and let this sit overnight. We'll take some masking tape here, kind of wrap up the steering wheel a little bit, and let it sit overnight. All right, so let me go ahead and prep this and get ready to put this Gorilla Glue in. You can use some other stuff. You can probably use seam sealer, but you want to use something that gets really hard. It gets a good grip. You can probably experiment around with some different stuff, but I find that this stuff here, Gorilla Glue, works pretty well. You can get it in a clear or kind of a yellowish looking bottle. This is actually clear, believe it or not. It looks yellow on camera. And, well, you know what? I am wrong. This is what I bought tonight. This is the clear. And this is the off-collared. But I wonder why. Clear. They're both clear, but one is a little off-color. Well, you know what? It's pretty old. This one here has been around for about a year in a garage, but it's still in good shape. I used it the other day. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and prep this up and get some cloths here, put here to catch anything in case it kind of gets a little messy. And I got some gloves here because you don't want this stuff on your fingers. It's pretty nasty to clean. All right, guys, so here we go. And I'm kind of racing the camera because of the battery. The battery's getting kind of low. So I get my gloves on here. So what we're going to do first, I've already got this cleaned up on the top here. And I got all this cleaned up. So we're going to just start putting glue in here and see how it goes. It's going to get kind of squishy and kind of messy probably. So, but hey, sometimes that's what it takes to fix things, you know. All right, so I have to put a lot of it on here. It's kind of, with the way I have this here, it's going to be a little slow getting out probably. And we'll get some on the inside. Take our time, just get it out. And it dries pretty fast, so just so you know. All right, We'll head around the top here. I'll go ahead and get this on the ring, let it kind of give it an advantage to start sticking there. All right, still going here. You can see some of it there leaking. I don't know if you can still see that or not. Alright guys, I got a lot of glue in there. It's kind of messy. But we'll go ahead and slide this on now, like this, all the way around. And what we'll do, we'll put this on and we'll squeeze it out a little bit. Get this on like this. Now work it around a little bit, like this. And you'll see it starts kind of squeezing out right here. That's a good thing, because that's what we want. We want it to squeeze out to get a nice good seal. And man, yes it is, working good. So just take your time, man. This stuff doesn't dry terribly fast, but when it dries, it's good and hard, and that's what you want. And so all I gotta do now is go ahead and wrap my masking tape on it. I'm gonna let this dry just a little bit more, and you can see right here I still got some stuff coming out. And where it comes together, boy, you can't even see that now. That looks really good there. Nice, really nice. All right, there we go. Looks really good. So, all right, so I'll go ahead and wipe this excess off. We'll wrap some masking tape around it, and we'll let it dry for a day or so, and we'll come out and check it out. So I'll see you back here shortly. All right, guys, actually, the only piece of tape I had to put on was right here. A little bit of masking tape. That might be fun getting off tomorrow, but it's sealed all the way around perfectly. How about that? All right, so we'll come back tomorrow. We'll see if it's nice and stiff, or when. Oh, we'll give it about a day, day and a half. We'll come back and see if it's nice and sturdy like this. If it is, we'll fix it. We've saved ourselves about $60 to $80. So, see you here shortly. All right, guys, it's a new day. Pretty much morning out here, and I let it set all night. I wanted to see how this looks. I was kind of curious. It's been about 12 hours or so. A little dewy on the window there. Let's see how she looks. All right, well, she still looks shiny. So when that glue did dry, it is a little shiny. So let's go ahead and see here how this is, how the feel is. Oh wow. That ain't going nowhere. That is in there. Oh yes, perfect. Oh, this is impressive. I'm happy I did this. This worked out really well. You can't move it now. Try that there. Ugh. Yeah. Nice and sturdy. I wish I'd done this 6 months ago. This is great. So all we gotta do now, I'm gonna get some cleaner here and get a scuff pad and try to scuff this down a little bit. And what we're going to do next, I'm going to get a little can of red paint, and we're actually going to tape this off probably, I don't know, right here and around, and right here and around. After we clean all this up, put red paint here because the outside of the car is red, so it'll kind of make it look cool. Maybe put a little design down here or something. But so if you have a steering wheel that's doing this, this is one way you can fix it. So there you go. So hey, you guys like the video, give me a thumbs up and let me know where you're watching from right now. So, it turned out nice. So all we gotta do is pull this tape off. I wonder if it'll come off without sticking to the... Oh, okay, it came right off. Oh, yes. Oh, man, this is great. Of course, it's not 100% dry yet. Let it set in the sun today and let it finish up and do its thing. So, I'll go ahead and start prepping and cleaning up here in a little bit, and we'll wrap this video up. So, here you go, guys. One way you can save about $60 to $80 in the hassle of tearing your steering wheel apart and taking a chance of breaking something. All right, everyone, it's been a few hours, and I went ahead and taped it up like I said, and put a little paint on it. Check it out. Looks like a sports car wheel now. Came out pretty good. I still got just a little touch up to do, but the paint is almost dry. It's hardly tacky at all. I may go over it a second time later, but I'm going to take this tape off here and see what it looks like here. On that side and on this side. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it'll make the steering wheel look a lot better, especially before. What it used to do and look like is the material coming off. Take this off here. So I got just a little overrun right there, but I'll take a razor blade and clean that up a little bit later. Like I said, I'll hit it up a second time. I shouldn't probably be taking this tape off now, but just wanted to give you an idea what it looked like, what it will look like when it's all completely 100% done. Looks pretty good. All right, let me just clean that a little bit up on the edge there up a little bit. All right, that looks a lot better. But man, what a difference, huh? Looks like a sports wheel now. Looks like a sports car. Gives the car a little attitude with a red hood out there and everything. So, but the whole point of the video was to fix this here, and I can grip this now. Look at this. I can't even move it around. Of course, the camera's not focusing too well today because of the lighting issue here, but look at that. It's tight. That's the way it should be, all the way around. So no more, you know, before when I grip it, it just felt like a sponge. You know, it was really weird. Made the car feel like it was swaying a little bit. But hey, it's all done, guys. I'm pretty happy with it. So there's one way you can kind of fix your steering wheel if you have an issue with it. But like I said, I'm going to go back over it, do some touch up, and maybe give it another coat a little bit later. So I'm going to let this primary here coat dry a little bit. And you can see the sealing all the way around with that Gorilla Glue. Worked out really well. Looks pretty good. Hey, I'm happy. I saved myself, what, I don't know, $80. I checked online a little while ago. These steering wheels actually are $140 some people are charging for them, but that's just the way it is. But I fixed mine for $7 plus a little can of spray paint that I had. And this is kind of an oil-based paint. You can experiment and kind of mess around and test different paints with a little brush. I just kind of sprayed it in the cap. Took a little brush and just kind of wiped it on a little bit. And make sure you want to kind of cover everything up in case you get a splot going somewhere or a little dot of red paint flying or whatever color you're going to be using. So there you go, guys. Hope you liked the video. And until my next video, guys, I will see you later.